Good morning. Just out for my first ever ride on this new bike of mine. I just bought a Ragley Big 2.0. It's quite different to what I've been riding for the last couple of years. My last video was on a Trek Marlin 7, and though I loved it, I think the position, like the XC position, was a bit too much for me. So when I was doing longer rides, I was getting really bad like stiffness across my shoulders and neck from being hunched up. So I've gone for like a more modern hardtail with like slacker geometry. And after talking to my mate Ben Holt, shout out, we both decided that maybe something like this would be the best idea, because Ben rides a Banshee, and when I had to go on his Banshee, it was such a different position. You're more upright and just felt comfier, and like it would just be a bit better on long distances. So I came across this, got it for a steal. It's not nicked or anything, don't worry. But yeah, it's just such a, firstly, what a pretty looking bit of kit. I like the stealth black with black tyres. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm always tempted by Skimmels, but maybe not this time. But now the components, I gotta say, Sunrace I haven't heard of. Never heard of Sunrace in my life, but I spoke to an expert over the weekend and he told me that it's Suntour. I didn't know this, but yeah, this is now this bike, curiously, is a 1x10. Race face cranks, gorgeous. But the 1x10, I wasn't sure how I'd get on, because my previous bike was a 1x12, but it's been perfect. I've just been on a local one with a few climbs and a bit of woodland and stuff, trying to get some mud and scratches on it today. But yeah, it's held up, shifts nicely through the Dior shifter. Yeah, there's a bit of everything on this bike. Dior shifter, SRAM brakes, which they feel solid, feel brilliant. SRAM DB8, they're mini 4-pots. The only upgrade I did straight away, I'll come to the Fox Recon, by the way. RockShox even, Christ, sorry, a bit tired. RockShox Recon air shock, whereas the shock on my last bike, the stock shock, was just a little bit rubbish. This is just a little bit smoother, better. Excuse the pedals, they're a loaner from Ben that he got hold of, Boardman's. Little bit rubbish, but you know, it's either that or we don't ride it. So yeah, brakes were brilliant. The only upgrade I did, straight away I got a dropper post, because you got to, haven't you? Yeah, so overall, really happy with this thing. It's such a cool bike. And the position, if you're thinking of changing from like a cross-country position just to this new slacker geometry trend, I'd recommend it. Like, I've been mountain biking off and on since the 90s, and I've seen the changes and whatnot, and just this now, it's just a really nice setup. It took me back to the position of my the last full sus I had, which was a Mondraker Foxy RR, which is gorgeous. But this feels like that position. It's a very nice riding position. But yeah, obviously the more solid ride from the hardtail. But yeah, Ragley Big Owl, loving it. And what a logo, what a logo. You feel like royalty riding about with that on the front. And the logo's also on the saddle, which I've got to say, saddle's properly nicely comfy. Yeah, but I've been out today. This is just going to be a little ride, something like, I think by the time I get home it'll be 10 or 12 miles. But yeah, to be honest with you, I stopped off to do this just so I could have a bit of a rest. But yeah, hope you're all well, hope you all enjoyed the video, and keep on trucking.